What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Before we get into today's video, I wanted to let you know that we have about a third of our website on sale in our bargain bin right now. We're trying to make room to clear out for our 2023 merchandise. Some of my favorite designs are discounted right now, so head on over, links down in the description below. Some of the items we have are our Summer of Boost t-shirt and hats. We've got our JDM S15 t-shirt, Saturdays from Mexico t-shirt and hoodie. We've got our Mexico is anywhere you want to be t-shirt and hoodie, and our R34 JDM shirt. We also have a few new merch items as well. We've got 2 new windbreakers, camo windbreaker designs, a high-vis hoodie, and plenty more. So head on over to 1320video.com, links down in the description below. Let's get to today's video.
What is up, 1320 fans, and welcome back to another episode of 1320 Garages. This weekend we are in Des Moines, Iowa, checking out a collection that's shared between a couple of our friends, and they happen to own Off the Line Performance, and that's where we're at today. So let's go say hi to the guys, check out the shop.
Come on in.
Hey! How's it going, fellas?
Good to see you.
I'm Justin North.
I'm Cole.
What's up, guys?
And this is our garage.
When did you guys get the building, first of all?
We took possession in December of 2019.
Okay.
And then began renovations from there, and we've been occupying the building for what, like a year?
Yeah.
Well, about a year.
Was this a shop beforehand?
It was a warehouse.
So this is everything you see here is all you guys?
It was just an empty box when we got it.
Damn.
Yep.
What square footage are we looking at?
Roughly 40,000 square foot. So if we get down to the nitty gritty, it's closer to like 39,000.
Right.
But yeah, roughly 40,000. So
We have 30,000 of shop space, and then about 9,000 of office.
Gotcha. Well, speaking of the office, let's start at the boring stuff over there and then come back over to the more exciting, fun stuff. So take us over to the
All right.
office.
sure.
You guys got R8s and vets and...
I
know.
of everything.
We're trying to do a little bit of everything around here. So right here we got the main customer entrance. So whether you're a retail customer or you're getting cars worked on here, this is kind of the whole front desk area. And yeah, this is kind of just where it all starts, where all the builds start.
Gotcha.
So,
When the people come in and say, here's my credit card.
yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, where the transactions begin, yeah. And we got, you know, like a nice display case with some fun parts in it. You know, you gotta have the big bottle of NOS.
Yeah, you got to throw it back to the first Fast and Furious.
know, yeah.
You got to give the
We
kids
need
the
it.
opportunity to come in and say, I need
know.
2 of these.
I know, need 2 of these, yep. We just need chrome. We need the chrome
we need the
NOS
chrome.
ones.
Yeah.
Justin, why don't you show them the offices?
We got offices back here. We'll open. This is kind of my office that I don't use.
Fancy.
This one's my office. I spend a little bit more time in here than Justin, but you know, recently I've been building a lot more cars, so.
This is the customer waiting room.
Is this the cry room?
The cry room, yeah.
This is the cry room.
We spent a lot of time here, so when we built the place, we decided we needed a little bit more like, you know, livable quarters, so this is part of that.
Oh, it's like a full kitchen.
Yeah,
and
full
everything.
kitchen.
Yep.
So has a range in it. We have a beverage fridge and a normal fridge.
Okay, that's one thing we do here is we do shop fridge.
Shop fridge.
We gotta check out the shop fridge and see what you guys.
Oh, God,
geez.
this
You
is
guys have
amazing,
2.
dude.
We're not
got-
fully stocked, but pretty empty right now.
Gotcha.
So we gotta have Corona on deck a little bit, but down here, this is where the good stuff's at. A little Buckfast tonic wine. I think you know what this is, right?
I had it when I was here for the first.
Yeah.
We've partied before. Nice.
Then we'll go out here. We have an outdoor kitchen patio area. Because, you know, you gotta have one outside too.
What? I feel like I'm at Chipotle, dude. What is this? This is crazy. And you have a TV outside?
Yeah, sound system as well, so you can have a vibe out here. It's
What
got a
is
separate
this,
zone from the
guys?
rest of the building.
You guys got a Chipotle at your car shop?
I know, yeah.
All right, now to the fun stuff.
All right,
Yeah,
yes.
so we walked past some of the cars a second ago, but these are where this kind of like the staging area. So any completed projects, any long-term storage, stuff that's like really nice, almost like you're in like a car dealership or anything. We kind of just like put it out right here. So at night, when all the lights are off, we have like these nice like red LEDs that shine down on the cars, so where you can kind of see them driving by.
Oh.
Not that we have that much drive-by like traffic because we are like an industrial area.
Right.
But it still kind of looks nice, you know.
You guys are all about the vibe over here.
Yeah, we like the vibe. We're a little bougie. So.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, but so right here's shipping and receiving. So basically, you know, any web orders that we have, parts coming in for builds, all that kind of happens right here. But right here is where all the our inventory is. So lights come on.
Whoa.
But yeah, so we just kind of have rows and rows of parts, and they're all labeled and categorized, and then we put them in our inventory system.
I've been to dealerships that don't have parts departments this big.
Yeah.
We try to keep it, it's pretty big. We try to keep it stocked up as best as we can. So, but you know, keeping stuff in stock nowadays is kind of difficult.
Right.
And then we can go up to the lounge now.
Up to the lounge?
Yep.
Oh,
Got another car. Everybody likes a S14 coupe.
S14, yeah.
casual. Just casual.
Yeah, this is still pretty new for us. We just kind of got it done a while ago. But
Pool table?
yeah, you know how it is.
Dude.
Some 1320 video on the TV here.
Oh, wow. Did you set that up?
I don't know. It was
Look
just
at
there.
the lounge. Yo, this looks mad. Hang on.
Wouldn't even get demonetized. It's their own video.
Yeah, there you go.
This is nice.
You gotta have a place to, you know, eat lunch, relax a little bit,
Yep.
you know.
We got another fridge here. Let's see what's in this one.
Oh, this one's
Hopefully I'm not going to be
empty.
surprised. No, we got a bush apple, some peach crown, some
bush
Tito's.
apples.
Filet sauce.
Yeah.
You know how it is. We got the essentials here. I feel like we have a lot of fridge. I just realized we have a lot of fridge for not a lot.
We do.
Like cold items.
Dead empty freezer. You know, you gotta have.
Well, this just shows you guys are more worried about working on cars than putting stuff in the fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, at least we got that going for us.
There you go.
And then of course this area up here does have, if you look, there's speakers around the whole thing. Then it has its own zone on the sound system as well.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So there's,
Yeah,
I
so
think
you
there's,
just run
what
it
is
off
there,
your
seven zones total.
Yeah.
You can have 7 different vibes going on in here, Woody.
Dude, I don't think we're ever gonna go do a shop tour where they're gonna have this again.
It's got
Hard to beat.
the sound system's actually pretty impressive. It's 30,000 watts. It's around 30 speakers, and I think there's about 10 subwoofers in the building.
Dang.
So
Man,
it'll sound
throwing-
like a club when it's turned up. which is
Throwing
great
it back
for
to
those parties.
for the audio nerds out there,
Yeah.
they're just like eating it up.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna stop the action of the video real quick to remind you guys that we do have a merch store, 1320video.com. We have all the t-shirts, hoodies, 1320 Street Shine. You can get all your detailing stuff, all your towels, stickers, anything you can think of, 1320video.com. Go shopping.
So this room is still a little bit in progress, but we've got these 3 car stack lifts back here, so that we'll be able to put 15 cars up and
What
not
the-
take up so much parking lot space and shop space.
Is this are you guys gonna just like store cars
Well,
for people?
Cole and I like cars.
I was gonna say, what do you?
we have an
we'll
issue.
get to the cars in a bit, but you guys have quite a few cars between you.
Yeah, we have an issue.
Yeah.
So-
And it's at the point now where me and Justin just kind of band together and we just share the cars at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Justin was saying, it's kind of an unfinished area. We got a few cars back here, but this corner right here is actually going to be our like body side of the shop.
Yeah.
We're not really a
Yes, you
body
say that.
shop.
Yeah, we
though.
got a paint booth. Most body shops will do like insurance-based paint work or classic restorations, but this modern car body kit, cutting the car up and fitting it thing is really this weird caveat that a lot of body shops won't touch. So that's kind of what this inspired. We're like, well, we'd like to do that.
Let's go check it out.
So if nobody else will do it, then we've got to be able to do it, right? So,
So this will be like the main door that you'll drive into or push the car into.
This will be slid up once it's.
But yeah, right now it's not bolted down to the ground per se, but it's set up to where we have it in the space, and then once we get the permits and everything like that from the city, we can go ahead and finish it.
So right now it's a performance shop. We got Chipotle in the back for the employees.
Yep.
And it's now body paint.
Don't forget
paint
the
shop.
bar and lounge.
Hang on. Okay, and bar and lounge.
Yep.
That's what we were at so far. So
Yeah.
let's see what else
All right.
we
Yep.
got.
So this is our guy Eric's fabrication and manufacturing.
I feel like we just walked into a whole different shop.
Yeah. So this is a new area that we've been setting up. We just got our plasma CNC table. Eric's been working on my drag all-wheel drive Civic. It's a K-Series all-wheel drive drag Civic. We're hoping to have it out next season. And then he's also been doing a lot of prototyping and development on internal parts for us. So we just got done building this thing, and we made a few videos about it and stuff. But we built this header originally for TRD for the GR86 Cup series, but we are going to be building a retail version that we'll be selling as well. But we, saw great gains with it, and it's going to be one of the internal products that we're going to be building here soon.
Nice.
It's kind of one of the first spit outs from this manufacturing area.
So this is your fab department right here?
Yeah.
Okay, so real quick, you guys come in here every day, but this shop is one of the nicest, cleanest shops that we see anywhere in the country.
We tried to clean it up a little bit.
Okay,
There's still some clutter. It's fun.
Controlled chaos.
What are we standing in right now?
So this is kind of the main, I would call this like the main tech area. These cars along this row are some of our cars, some of the customer cars, long-term storage. We have David's Magnum down there. And then these are our general tech lifts, these 6 that are here. And so, the day-to-day work, that's where it all gets completed up there. And then we, of course, have our wash bay.
How many lifts do you have?
6 here.
6
and
here?
then to the left, that's Cole's and I's master tech lifts. There's 2 there. So there's 8 out
lifts
here,
total.
and then 1 back in Fab area, 9
So
total.
you have 9 lifts.
9 lifts.
Oh,
Yep.
jeez, you guys are crazy. Kyle told me something about your guys' wash bay that
Oh, yeah.
is near and dear to our heart. So let's
Yep.
take it.
Oh,
Let's
yeah,
go over
we're
there
gonna
real
check that out.
quick.
For sure.
So we've got the side lights, the textured floor, so that you don't fall. Because that floor out there, obviously.
Actually, that's really nice.
Yeah. Otherwise, you'd die. And then, but the cool part is that we have a foam cannon right on the pressure washer that goes to the hot seat.
The hot seat.
That gets plumbed into
What,
the
four
mixing
four
room.
different products? First of all, let's talk about this real quick.
Yeah.
They got suds on
Yep.
tap.
We have a 55-gallon drum of suds.
I think
Yep.
you're our biggest customer right
Yeah,
now, suds.
We use it every day.
It's plumbed right into the hot seat. You can see the pink soap going right in, and then it comes out the foam cannon on the other end. So
Yeah, but we use the Street Shine every day, whether it's the suds, quick detailer, the citrus clean, the tire.
VLR.
Honestly, the tire and wheel cleaner.
Yeah.
We go through bottles and bottles of that.
That wheel
so
cleaner is really good.
It's really good.
This is sick. This is awesome.
It's nice to work on a car that's clean. And we used to work on cars that were very dirty all the time. And one thing that we got into a habit of, even at our old place, is power washing just even the engine bay. So having like an actual like wash bay has changed it's actually kind of changed our lives. It's
Yeah.
not to be dramatic or anything.
Right.
Well, let's walk over here. We have a photo studio that we use a little bit. So
Photo studio.
yep. So
you got to get those good finished pictures.
gotta get the good pictures. So
What the hell?
now it's starting to
This
be a
is
little
like
bit more
every
accurate.
car guy's dream ceiling right here.
Yeah.
Like this lighting system.
We got our Forza Horizon showroom.
Yes.
The video game
That is
showroom.
what it is.
Yep. And then of course we have like the most video game car of all time. sitting
Just
in here.
casual. Casual.
Yep. So, but yeah, this is our photo room. It's infinity walls, I think is what it's called technically.
Is it? There's no corners?
So the corners are all smoothed out. So when you take pictures or anything like that, you can kind of just you can still see it, but you can edit it out to where it looks like an infinity room.
Whoa.
And then of course we have the nice hexagonal lights. They're kind of becoming popular in a lot of whether it's detailing shops or just photo studio stuff. They're becoming popular. Yeah, we got this is actually my personal car. It's a '89 R32 Nissan Skyline.
The R34 kit.
An R34 front end. Yeah.
Right.
So and then we wrapped it in Midnight Purple 3. So
I like the color for sure.
yeah, it's kind of
appropriate.
As soon as we did the 34 front end, we're like, okay, we got to do this. But it was like my first actual drift car, so to speak. And then I decided to make it nice, and so now we're here. So I feel like I need to have an actual shittier car for drift missile because that's too nice. But yeah,
Buys a daily, needs a daily for the daily.
That's every car.
yeah. All right, what next? Oh, what's up, guys?
Add that to the list. What's the tally at?
Oh, dude, hang on. Let's go through it. You guys got, it's
Yeah.
a performance shop with a Chipotle in the back.
Yep.
We got a body shop, a fab shop, a
Detailing.
detail department,
Bar and lounge.
bar and lounge. We're at the 6. And then we got a photo department.
Yeah.
With the 7
Now,
different.
this next thing that we want to show, I think, is super unique for this shop.
It's
Okay.
very
or any car
We're
shop.
already up there. What do you
Yeah,
got?
I think this is going to be people are going to think we're a little insane, but it was just one of those things that Cole has a passion for it, and we had an opportunity, and we had the right guys in place, and so we decided to do it. But Well, these guys gonna tell you what's going on over here.
What's up, fellas?
So we have a recording studio back here called Carousel Studios. We opened same time they did, pretty much. So yeah, we have 3 studios back here. We can give you a quick walkthrough.
You have a recording studio in the back of the shop?
Yeah.
Yes.
At a car shop?
Yes.
All right.
And a race car shop specifically.
Usually that's not the recipe, but it's working out.
We got double doors here already. All right. I feel like I'm walking into a bank vault. Oh, even more so a bank. What's going on? I just walked into another. We're still in the same building, right?
Yes.
What the hell? This is nice as hell. What is this?
This is our lobby area.
Whoa.
TV, fridge, coffee, all that. And then we have our 3 studios. Should we go small to big? Sure. Cool.
There's sizes?
Yeah, so
All right.
Studios. This is like kind of our entry level studio. Really just based around vocals and, you know, people rent it out to make beats or anything like that. Vocal booth through double pane, inch thick glass, angled. Yeah, it's pretty simple setup in here. This is the middle size. You got your vocal booth.
So this is where I do all my singing.
Correct.
And then that's the.
Yeah, we can go in there.
Well, they make you sound good.
Yeah. There it is. Yeah. Dude, what the hell? This entire building's got a vibe in like a different room.
What's that one car, the black one that was out there?
Oh yeah, straight pipe car banging off the rev limiter.
Yeah.
You won't hear it
And you
back
won't
here.
hear it.
So the stick shift car that we won TX2K with in 2020 or
Yeah,
2021?
19 or 20, I don't know, something like
But it's Nate's Subaru STI drag car, and has a hood exit, and we had it banging off the rev limiter, and they didn't like hear it.
What?
Like our ceiling alone is suspended from springs, so no sound can come through the top, or 3 layers of drywall with sound glue in between each one. So it's gorgeous.
Sand-filled brick.
Yeah.
Yeah, the walls, like the exterior walls outside of the rooms are like, I don't know, almost 2.5 foot thick.
Jesus.
Yeah. But then we'll go to the big one.
Merch area, hangout area, murals.
Got
This is dope.
a little photo
Photo op
spot where they can do for their Instagrams. you
Oh,
know?
that is for sure an Instagram wall right there.
Yeah.
All right, here's the big one.
Yeah, so this is the premiere room.
Oh, you all your homies can come watch you do all your stuff right here.
Yeah. Mix room, we've got tons. This room is like kind of decked out to the max as far as gear is concerned compared to the other rooms.
This
Tons of
is
analog gear. We really didn't cut any corners on this room.
This is wild. I don't know anything about like this type of sound equipment, but
Yeah.
this looks crazy.
Yeah, it's like a spaceship kind of. Make records do a lot of rap music, a lot of rock music, metal, everything pretty much.
Hell yeah.
Get a lot of country too.
Yeah.
I mean, Iowa, that makes sense
Yeah,
a little bit,
yeah.
right? Yeah. I had no idea you guys, you told me at some point that you were going to have a music studio
Yeah.
back here.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be one room somewhere.
There was a lot of drama to get this area done because of the sound requirements and stuff, but we finally did it, and you guys have been rolling in here for quite a while. And
just over a year.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What were you guys' names?
Alex.
And I'm Derek.
Awesome. Alex, Derek, thank you guys very much for showing us your guys' corner of this freaking I don't even know what this is. Fantasy Factory?
Yeah, Fantasy Factory. Yeah.
Shout out to
The
Rob
Fantasy
Beardeck.
Factory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, what do we got? A performance shop,
Yeah.
right? Performance shop, Chipotle, lounge, body shop, fab shop. Oh, we got our detail department. We got our photos. Oh, we got a music studio.
Yeah.
Studio, yep.
What else you got?
One more.
We're up to.
You got one or two more,
One or two
technically.
more. One or two more. Yeah.
So this is where the main magic happens.
I
would
like
say,
it. I
right?
like it.
So we got here, these are all customer cars here. So we do primarily, all customer work that happens here. Sometimes on the weekends our employees will work here, but these are the employee tech bays, essentially. So all of our customer cars, whether they're Nissan, Subarus, Audis, we're working on Corvettes, Mustangs, anything pretty much that goes fast we work on over here now. So
Now you guys got your start on Subarus, and that's what
Yeah.
a lot of people I'm sure know off the line for.
yeah, for sure.
But you guys have branched out quite a bit.
Yeah, we like all sorts of cars. Oh, we also have a twin turbo C8 Corvette.
We'll get to that in a little bit.
Yeah, we'll get to
little
that in a bit. But yeah, this is the the employee tech bay. Obviously, we still work on Subarus. Not saying don't bring your Subaru here.
This is the master tech area is what we call that. And that's where Cole's and I's personal bays are to work on all of our personal projects.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So I kind of hang out there. You know, I've got a desk sitting, you know, back there, and that's kind of where I hang out most of the time during the day, so I can communicate with the guys in the shop and still kind of do my thing.
Gotcha.
Yep.
My remote office, I guess.
All right, what's this last part of the shop that we need to see?
This
Before we
is-
dive deep into the cars, because there's several of them.
Yeah. This is our dyno room, or dyno area rather, because we've got two rooms really. There's the observation room, which is where the customers can sit to view their car on the dyno.
I feel like we're at like an art gallery in here. What is
Yeah, so the reason why we wanted to do this is because when we have our tuning events, or even when we don't have tuning events, when we just have like normal like tuning, you know, stuff going on, people show up, they bring their friends, they bring their mom and dad, or like their family, or whatever is going on.
And
right?
you don't want them standing in the shop.
Yeah,
with the
so,
car.
and that was at the old shop as we started to have people standing around the, you know, it's just a liability. We wanted a nice place for them to hang out. They can bring food, drinks, and just like kind of hang out through the day, because, you know, some stuff happens, the car doesn't, like whether you need to fix something or a boost line comes off, all of a sudden the car's on the dyno instead for 30 minutes, it's on there for 3 hours. Well, you need a place to hang out. So this is a good spot for it.
All right, so the dyno viewing room is nicer than my bedroom, so we're gonna go into here. This is the
So this is our actual dyno. So we've got a high-speed glass door, which is pretty dope.
3, 2, 1.
And they said it's at about half speed, so it has better.
That's half speed?
So it has better motor longevity.
It did 2
Yeah,
and a
we
half.
can-
It did.
You can crank it just like a
Yeah.
race car. You can crank it up and
Yeah.
it'll make a few passes.
Now, one thing I know about your dyno room specifically and your dyno setup is that not every shop has, a bunch of shops have all-wheel drive dynos. Not every shop has a 90-mile-an-hour hurricane creator
Yeah,
over
so
here.
the dyno itself is not the special part about it. I would say probably the fan is what we're the most like proud of. So anybody can go out and buy a dyno, but this was a little bit more difficult to do. So behind this little board right here, this is just our cover because it gets kind of cold in the winter and this keeps the cold air out. But right here, this is the outlet for which the fan is outside. So I think in a minute we'll show you guys the actual fan outside. But basically, it does like a 90-degree turn and it necks down the air into like a tighter space, and that creates velocity. And so instead of like a lot of fan companies, you know, they say about air exchanging. Well, we don't really care about air exchanging. We care about actual like velocity, right? So to create that velocity, you have to neck down the air, and then that's how we create these 60 to 90 mile per hour wind
90?
speeds. Close. Really just depends.
Should we turn it on?
You want to turn it on?
Let's turn it on.
Hey,
Can I just say like right here?
So we-
used to be out of the way and
It's
everything.
right here. So we do have to open
You gotta
up
open
the door
for ventilation.
because otherwise the glass will bellow. All right, so it's gonna ramp up because obviously it's not gonna be like a on switch, but it's starting up right now.
I've never been so nervous for somebody. This is gonna be wild.
So this is like roughly like half speed. I would say you're probably feeling like maybe 30-ish miles per hour.
Yeah.
So we'll turn it up. So this is when it starts to get a little silly. Your hat goes, yeah.
The hat always goes first.
About this time, the body panels on the car start doing like the shaking thing, like because the car's not moving, but there's a bunch of wind over it.
Right.
We'll turn her all the way up.
Yeah.
And this is when you're gonna start leaning forward.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so we can really simulate wheel speed and air speed in here. All right, I'm gonna start turning it down a little bit.
This is wild. You see Justin over there are just standing like hands crossed, like 3 feet away. You have Whitty fighting for his life. How was that, Whitty?
I did not think that I was going to be fighting for my stance. I was legitimately sliding across.
It's funny. A lot of the cars that, you know, they have like the catch can or the air oil separator dump underneath the car.
Yeah.
So they put a little bit of oil on the ground, so.
You can see my foot there, and I slid all the way back.
Let's go out of the shop real quick. I got a few questions for you guys before we dig into the cars.
Yep.
And we'll be digging into those things. All right, guys.
Oh wait, we have one more. We have one more thing.
One more thing?
One more thing.
You're at 9 right now.
This,
what do you got?
This is the last one, I promise. We have one more thing. All right, let's go over here.
Cole doesn't even know what this one more
So,
thing.
I don't know what he's saying.
yeah, as you guys know, Cole has 3 dogs.
Oh, yeah, I know what he's saying.
You don't have a
So,
kennel? You have a
because
kennel?
Cole has 3 dogs, they need to come to the shop.
Yep.
Where do the dogs go outside?
Very, very pro dog around here, just to let anybody know. Honestly, if you want to just come here, you don't even need to be a customer. If you want to just come here and bring your dog, you can hang out, man.
Do you guys have your own kennel outside for dogs?
Kind of. We have more of like a dog park.
Yeah, we call it a
You
dog.
have a dog park?
Yeah.
So
It goes, Jesus Christ.
And then there's the fan.
I have 3 very.
Oh, hang on, real quick. Let's talk about
Yeah, there's the
Jesus.
fan.
Yeah, that looks like it belongs on like a something. Not
It's a
a
big old turbo.
Not a dyno.
Yeah, so this is like a dog run that just extends like from the, well, actually it would be from the end of the music studio to the end of the tech bay.
Yeah.
So I have a Border Collie, Pitbull German Shepherd mix, and a Great Dane, so they kind of get after it, and this is perfect for that.
You guys have a dog park.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta have the dog.
Okay, now I got questions for you, Ben.
I think that's it.
That's really it.
Yeah,
He thinks that's it. He thinks that's it.
Okay, now I think we've covered pretty much everything.
Now that we've seen everything, I'll ask you guys, and you guys can answer individually. What's the one thing in the shop you guys couldn't live without? Like the one thing that just makes everything so much easier, so much nicer. It's just nice to have it. Mm-hmm. One thing that you just couldn't live without.
That's tough.
Dude, I think the wash bay.
Yeah, I think the wash bay is up there for me as well.
Especially, we live in, this is Iowa,
Yeah.
it gets negative 20
Yeah.
over here.
We get to have nice cars year round.
I think I think Justin made a good point, and it goes back to what I was saying earlier when we were in the wash bay. When you when you're able to actually clean the whole entire car before you start working on it, especially when you're doing like a full drivetrain like build or a full engine build, yeah, it's really nice to have everything just clean, and like it's a quality of life thing that you don't think about until you actually like have it done. And then, like, you know, you get to go home and you don't have, like, crud absolutely everywhere all over you. You know, you're not working on a 90s car that's having literally, like, rust fall on you while you're working on something.
Now that we've gone through the whole shop, which that takes a lot longer than it normally does, because normally we're going through somebody's garage that isn't 40,000 square feet of 9 different businesses or whatever over here. Let's go into your cars. Now we want to see your personal cars. Also, I want to see that wagon because I'm a wagon guy. But
Yeah, we'll
between the
start-
two of you, how many cars are we looking at?
They're not all here, but I know that
Not all here.
Yeah, I would say probably between me and Justin, we have roughly 20.
Okay.
that's probably a good
We're
answer.
not
a
going to
good
see
round
20
number.
today.
No, we're not going to see 20 today.
Some
no.
of them are just like daily driver beaters that don't deserve any attention. So
Or they're projects that we haven't even begun to start on.
yeah,
This is Justin's, like, OG, the baby.
yeah. So this car is kind of the one that started the whole chaos for me. I built this car in 2006, I think.
What are we looking at?
It is a 2000 Impreza RS, but it's got a full STI drivetrain swap. It's been in numerous videos, magazines. I mean, I've just had it over the years, and just kind of a collector car for me at this point. It does make a little over 700 at the wheels and runs like a low 10 in the quarter mile. And it's, you know, it's a super fun street car. You know, I've been in a lot of the Cash Days videos and things like that back in the day, but it's just now kind of just chills and looks pretty, and we enjoy it.
This is a car that when I think of Justin, I think of this car.
Yeah.
So that's
I'm going to have to agree with you
yeah.
on that.
When I think
too.
of Justin,
This
I
is-
think of the RSTI right
Yeah, and you know, a lot of people know me on the internet for this car, and so it's like one of those cars I could never really part with, but like I've had my fun with it, and so I've done some other projects, but I just can't get rid of this one.
Well, this is the Justin car.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
What else
Yep.
we got?
Right here, this is kind of like, I don't know. This is like one of my dream cars, I would say. This is what really kind of validated my like push into new stuff and everything like that. So this is my 2017 Audi R8 V10. I really wanted to get into something you know, foreign. So originally I was looking for a TTRS or an RS3, you know. And my good friend and tuner, Junior Tune, shout outs to him. He was like, nah, you can't get one of those hairdresser cars. You gotta buy my R8.
He happened to have one for sale.
He just happened to have one for sale. And then I was like, no, I can't afford it. Well, he gave me a price that I could afford. And
how nice of him.
Yeah, how nice of him, right? White with carbon accents. It's got some Advan GT wheels. It's got the bloody guts. So the red interior. But we have some big plans for it. Right now it's pretty much just stock. But we're gonna put some turbos on it. I'm actually gonna work with Boost Logic on another car as well, but we're gonna do a Boost Logic kit and just run factory engine for a little bit and just have fun with it. So I think it was a really big deal for me to get into something like this, and really proud of it. Right now it kind of just sits around a little bit, but we're really excited to work on it a little bit more.
So V10 stuff in the future.
Yep.
V10 stuff in the future.
Over here in this corner, and we'll talk more about this car, but this is an 07 STI Limited. It's a pretty cool car. We use this car to display one of our horsepower packages, the 600 horsepower package. But they only made 400 of these cars. And so I always kind of wanted one when they came out. You know, it was one of those Subarus. I'm not really a huge Subaru collector per se, but it was one of those cars that I always kind of wanted. And I thought, well, it'd be a good way to display our horsepower package to sell to the customers. And so we kind of built that car for that.
Nice. So what do we got here? We got a...
So this is my 1989 Mazda RX-7 barn find. So fun little story on this car. One day I was with our friend Jeff. I think we're at Locust.
Yeah.
We're at a bar local into Des Moines, and I was talking about how I really liked RX-7s. I never thought about getting one until like that night. I was like, man, they're actually really cool. I'd really like a rotary someday. And then a day later, our buddy Jeff was like, hey, I know a guy that has this RX-7 that's been sitting for forever, and he just wants, like, he's not gonna post it up on the internet because he doesn't want to deal with people. Like, do you want to go look at it? So I said, yeah. So we ended up getting it. It ran and drive. So it's a convertible FC RX-7. They came NA, you know, manual transmission, and it just never had the top down even. So we bought a convertible and never put the top down.
How many miles are on it?
It has 50,000 miles on it.
50?
50.
What?
50,000 miles. So, and that on the setup right now, there's 0 miles on the setup. But right now, basically, it's full Turbo 2 conversion. So it has a Turbo 2 engine, transmission, rear differential. It has a Haltech 1500 that's tuned by myself and wired by myself. And then it's running a FP Super 94 turbo. So it should make quite a bit of power. I mean, anywhere between 300 and 600 is gonna be perfect for me because the car made 100 horsepower when I tuned it last. Yeah, so this is another one of my cars. It's a 2021 C8 3LT, so just like the luxury and sport package. Mm-hmm. And it actually has a turbo kit on it. So we worked with ETS when they first came out with the turbo kit, but it has twin 64 66s. They're mirror image, so it's like nice and it looks really nice. I think we'll drive this a little bit later, but yeah, this car makes roughly 850 on the big map.
Okay.
And that's when we tuned it. It was like 90, 95 degrees out. So I'm sure it makes a little bit more, but it's got factory engine, factory transmission, factory clutches, and it runs on a Motec system and a clutch pressure controller.
Gotcha.
So we're pushing that as far as it can go until we upgrade some other stuff.
Gotcha.
Going down the line, another one of my cars. This is a 91 Nissan 240SX coupe. It has the Sylvia front end conversion done to it. This engine is a SR20 that was out of the first car I ever bought.
Oh.
So when I was 17, I swapped an S14 with an SR20, and that engine survived through all my you know, bullshittery. And I ended up taking it out of that shell. That shell is kind of just sat and like, it's not even here right now. It's kind of a piece of junk. But I found a really nice shell from this lady in town. I bought the car for $2,000, which is so cheap for 240s nowadays. But swapped with S14 SR20. It has a CD009 transmission out of a 370Z. And then a top mount Mazworks turbo kit with a Garrett GTX 3076. So it makes roughly 450 horsepower. It's got some baller 19-inch 3-piece wheels. Like, it's like basically my my 13-year-old wet dream type thing.
I was gonna say, if this car was like painted and everything, it would be like a Need for Speed Underground 2.
Yeah, so that was
those kind of vibes.
Yeah, so when I started building it like 3 years ago, it was like, I'm gonna build a car that's like full video game car. Yeah, we're going down the line. This one's actually, you should tell this one this story.
Yeah, this one's not really our car per se.
But I specifically said I need you guys to talk about it because I'm a wagon guy and I love David.
So we got an opportunity with David to do a car.
That dude in blue.
Yep, that dude in blue. Not that guy or whatever they want to call him.
Yeah, they mispronounced his name
He's
at the
dude
Roadkill
in
Nights,
blue.
yeah.
But Dodge had a sponsorship opportunity to build a Dodge car with a Hellcat Red Eye engine. And David hit me up and said, hey, is this something you'd want to do? And I said, dude, hell yeah, let's do it. That'll be fun. And he got back to Dodge and said, I want to do a Magnum. And they were like, yeah, I don't really know if that fits our vibe. And he's like, please let me do a Magnum. And they finally were like, I suppose.
Yeah, it's like, dude, it fits your vibe more than you think.
So we did the Magnum, and by the time like all the crap was done, we had such a short timeline to build the car. I think we were given a little over 20 days to build it. So we took a V6 automatic Dodge Magnum, gutted the entire thing, and did a whole Hellcat drivetrain with a Hellcat Red Eye engine and a 5-speed transmission.
5-speed?
Yeah, it's a 5-speed transmission.
Is it or I thought it was a 6-speed.
Is it a 6-speed? It is.
Yeah, it's a T56.
T56.
Oh, T56.
Yeah,
Yep,
T56
it's a 6
Magnum.
speeds. Yep, it's a 6-speed transmission. And then we took it to Detroit and raced in an event called Roadkill Nights that Dodge sponsors against other social media personalities that also built similar.
Right. So how much power is it stock Red Eye power?
No,
so
it is
800 or
on E85 with a fuel system, both
and a
fuel pumps
pulley.
and injectors and a pulley. I want to say it made a little over 800 wheel.
Okay. So this is a Dodge Magnum that's Red Eye swap, makes 800 wheel, and it's got a 6-speed manual.
Yes.
Yep.
This is cool.
And
This is cool in my book.
I would say this is probably what we did get kind of close to it because they did do the SRT8 Magnum, but they obviously did not do a supercharged.
Right.
But it's pretty cool. But I think the whole project really exhausted David, so we've kind of shelved it for now, and then we're gonna pick it back up here later and kind of continue rolling with it.
All right. What else we got? What do you got left? That's your guys.
I have the Civic, I suppose we can talk about.
Yeah, we didn't touch too far on the Civic. It's hang on, all-wheel drive.
Oh, we gotta go in this door down here. Yeah, the Civic it was one of those things where I was doing a lot of stick shift racing, like with the Subarus, and I really wanted to get competitive in like stick shift racing. And you're not gonna do it with a Subaru. I mean, they just don't. They just will not go that fast. And so I decided I wanted to build a K-Series Civic. So what I did was got a 96 Civic EK from California. It only had 70,000 miles on the chassis. It was from the original owner. And I gutted it. We put the 750 Cert cage in it. And I've been working on a fab with Eric to get everything finished. But this car, the final goal for this car will have a K24 that be de-stroked to a 2.2 with a 4-piston race head. And it's got all the drivetrain goodies in it. It is all-wheel drive, and it will make somewhere around 1,300 to 1,400 wheel when it's on its big map.
Jeez.
So the goal for this car is to be able to get 7s in the quarter mile with the stick shift chassis.
Gotcha.
So that's kind of the ultimate goal with it. In order to push myself and the business to like that next level, I felt that like doing something like this was going to be really good for us to get our name in the drag racing world of saying, hey, look, we can do it.
Okay, so now that we've seen all the cars, what we like to do is go through your guys' top 3. Now, out of the top 3, I don't want to know all of them right now. Take me to number 3.
All right.
Okay.
Where are we going?
All right, so we're gonna go outside.
Oh, we didn't, not even one we talked about. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
No,
We're
this
the
is
one
a
we're
new
not
one,
talking about.
They're sneaking one in there on us.
Yeah. Figured we'd now talk about my poverty Lambo.
Poverty.
I got made fun of one time on a Facebook group I was on TikTok. I got this car and it's my new daily, but I got this car and then one of the first comments on my video on TikTok was, "Oh, I see a man of taste buying the poverty Lambo," and I was like, "Come on, dude."
Before we dive deep into it,
Yeah.
let's get in the car and then I'll ask you some stuff about it once we get there. So,
Okay.
This real quick. What year is it?
This is a 2021.
2021 RS Q8.
Yes.
All right, let's hop in and go for a ride.
Awesome.
All right.
All right, this is the poverty package Urus? Is that what
Yeah,
it
it's the poverty Urus.
is? Key fobs check real quick. I need to see what the fob of one of these things looks like.
Okay.
That's pretty standard. Flip her
Pretty
over.
standard.
RS, okay, fancy.
Let's say
fancy.
RS, yeah.
Okay,
Got the good old OTL tag.
there you go.
And in case I need a Haltech tuned.
So out of all of your cars, why is this one number 3? Why did you guys decide this was worthy of the 3rd spot?
So I drive this car like roughly every day. So I usually liked my dailies to just be like something I didn't really care about. Then I could just go to work and whatever. But now I have something I drive every day that really gets me hyped up before I even walk through the door. So like right away at like 8 a.m. I'm like driving something like awesome.
This I'd imagine this would be a pretty nice daily, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So this is a 21, right? These had the twin turbo V8, is that correct?
Yeah.
And it's the same chassis, body, everything as a Lamborghini Urus.
Yes, yep. And it shares a ton of similarities with like the RS6 Avant. So like the wagon and everything.
So what was the color?
So it's Galaxy Blue Metallic.
Galaxy Blue Metallic.
Yeah, I would say from like a picture or video standpoint, it looks a lot like the FD RX-7, like blue.
Right. Okay, the Baltic.
Yeah, Baltic blue. That's what
Yeah.
it is. Yep. So it looks like that, but like under certain lightings or when it's like super clean or like on sunsets, it has almost this like greenish like gold like hue to it. As you saw, it has the Lamborghini Urus wheels.
Right. Those are what, 22s?
Yeah, so they're 22s. From the factory, Audi actually comes with 23s.
Oh.
So I gained a little bit of tire.
Okay.
I personally like it a little bit better, you know, just the tires are a little bit thicker.
Does this have any goodies on it? Intake, downpipe tune, anything
So
like that?
the downpipes aren't on it yet, but it does have intake, quote unquote. There's not really like a full-on intake that you can do for it.
Okay.
So it has like an air box that's like also a filter, if that makes sense. And then it has ignition coils, and it has higher octane gas that actually does a little bit more for it than you'd think.
Oh, okay.
So it's making roughly a little bit over 600 right now, but as soon as we get downpipes, it should be pretty sweet. I think right here you can actually get on it a little bit.
Just feel it a little bit. See what a RSQ8 feels like.
Yep. Yeah, it's just super smooth.
And this thing weighs like 5,000 pounds.
I know. It's actually kind of ridiculous.
That's fun. Oh my God.
But the main thing about it is it just like, it does like everything really good. You know, like when you buy a daily, sometimes it's like, oh yeah, it does everything like kind of good.
Right.
This does everything really good. So it's like it has the towing package on it. You got space for, you know, my dogs that we mentioned earlier. So, and it's fast and it's comfortable, you know?
Yeah, when these came out, I think I happened to be over in Dubai for a supercar rally deal, and the Urus had just dropped.
Oh,
the first
yeah.
time I saw one in person, there's a Urus on our rally, and I walk up to the brakes, and I was like, these are huge, and I did a little research.
The
like
big old
few
ceramic brakes.
minutes later, yeah. These and the Urus share the largest ceramic brakes ever fitted to a road-going vehicle.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Something this big should not go. And the brakes are so big it stops it too, so it doesn't feel like you're in a 5,000-6,000 pound car. You know, it's got that torque when your core is working, just to sit in the seat.
Just a little bit. Yep.
It's like I like it. I like it.
We'll have to launch the car once, I think.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, because you're gonna be like, this is insane.
Okay.
Because picking it up on the highway, that's one thing, but this car, you know, it's got weight and all-wheel drive on its side.
Okay.
So I think we're pulling back into our little no prep area next to the shop. We can just do some right here. So you hold traction control off and then just put in dynamic mode, fill in the brake, fill in the gas. That's 60 right there.
I was not expecting that.
I love how you're looking at me too. You're like,
I was just like, yeah, so you're doing what now? Oh, that was, it felt like it felt like the front end was off the ground.
The squat, yeah.
The squat's so hard on this thing. What the dickens?
Want to do one more just for the giggles? Okay. And then the brakes.
And the brakes.
Use those big old brakes.
Not a bad number 3. Not a bad number 3. Not bad.
I think I could tell you weren't fully, you didn't have like full faith in the number 3 choice.
Well, I was like, went to the shop, all of a sudden, I was like, is Daily? We're gonna go check out his Daily?
An Audi SUV, a soccer mom car?
This is a hockey dad car.
Hockey dad, yeah. I like that.
So for an SUV, how was that?
Oh, she gets down.
Yeah? Pretty quick? I saw it stop pretty quick too.
Yeah, it's got like the largest carbon ceramics you can get on a car.
That's what I thought.
And they work
really
well. I think my phone's somewhere in the floorboard right now.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go check out number 2.
You just gotta keep rolling, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Yes.
Number one, not bad, great daily.
Thank you.
Moves way more than I thought it would. Very impressive.
Yeah.
What do you guys got for number 2? Where are we looking at?
So number 2, I mean.
Well, take us into it. Where is it? It's inside?
Yeah, it's inside.
Yeah,
It's inside, yeah. I mean, because of our roots, I feel like we have to have a Subaru, right?
Okay, it's a Subaru. That narrows it down to about 3/4 of the shop.
So in the RS has been in enough videos.
Okay, it's not the RSTI.
Can't do that one
Okay.
because it's been in enough videos. So let's do the 07 Limited. Everybody loves a 600 wheel horsepower daily driver Subaru.
Okay, 07 Limited, this is your number 2.
Yep.
All right, let's hop in
So
and
let's
go.
hop in this thing.
It's making sound. Watch out. That door opens so fast.
That door's so fast.
So this is the uniqueness of this car is
I was gonna say, you said it's rare.
Yeah.
What are we sitting in
So
right now?
it's a numbered 37
what
of
year is
800. 2007
2007 Subaru
STI.
STI
Limited. Yeah.
Limited is the part that makes it okay.
So and what's different about the Limiteds? They have heated leather seats, which no STI up until this point had ever had leather or heated seats in it.
Okay.
So most of them were Alcantara, which is kind of what everybody's used to. And then this one also has a sunroof, which no STI up until this point had ever had a sunroof either. So this was kind of the first STI that ever had leather and a sunroof. So it's that's why the significance of this chassis was there.
Gotcha.
And then this car is also pearl white, which they only made for 1 year. And the Limiteds only came in 2 colors, 400 gray, 400 white, and and the white ones are the hardest to find and most desirable ones to get.
All right.
And there's not many left, and most of them are in
Now,
pretty
exterior-wise, I noticed it doesn't have a wing. Is that part of the limit?
Yeah.
Okay, so winged. It's not even a wing to lead. There is a wing back there.
Yeah.
It's just like a little duckbill deal.
And that came stock on it just like that.
Gotcha.
And they came with a little front lip spoiler that's on it and black Brimbos rather than gold. Just some subtle, like, you know, try to make it more of a sophisticated car, I guess. And then I went and made it really loud and really
made
vicious.
it into a Subaru.
Yeah. But this car was a really fun build. You know, I take it to Cars and Coffee, like cruise it, stuff like that. It's a good time. And, you know, all the Subaru kids love the shit out of it, so.
Oh, yeah. This is one of those, like, rare birds they never get to see.
Yeah. But it's got all the right turbo noises, so.
I'm not saying it makes what?
600 wheel.
600 wheel, okay.
Yeah.
Now, other than the fact that it's rare, it makes all this power, what other reason makes this your guys' number 2 on the list?
You know, it's just a really clean, well-done car that, you know, all these kids.
What was that?
Like an
What was
old
that?
Evo or something. That was like an old Lancer Evo or something.
We have enough GoPros, I'm sure we got
Yeah,
that.
what was that?
Everybody in the comments, go tell us what the hell that was.
That was some sort of a Lancer, I think.
It was cool. Anyway, why is this the number 2 out of all the
So,
cars?
dude, this just like represents who we are as a business. You know, it's a super clean, well done build. It's complete. There's no like corners left unturned. We made sure we did the drivetrain stuff and, you know, everything needed for reliability. And so I feel like we need to choose this car just because it shows like where we are as a business and what we do. And it has the turbo in this car has a really good transient response. Like right now we're rolling right.
She scoots.
Yeah.
She scoots.
It's a really good, reliable, daily drive amount of power that's like not gonna break, you know? It has that classic Subaru sound to it. You
Right.
know? And you get the little bit of the whistle of the turbo and it's just really fun to drive.
I feel like I'm in a rally car.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like I'm in a rally car. It doesn't
Yeah.
feel like it. These are nice seats and everything.
It's a Jarrett G3770 on it.
Gotcha. What's the rest of the build? What's the displacement on it?
So it's just a piston and rod 2.5 motor, nothing really special. Put some good head studs on it. Pretty much stock heads. It's got valves and valve springs with stock cams.
Gotcha.
And so it's like, you know, really kind of a bolt-on-ish style build. Yeah, it's really fun to drive.
I was about to say, this just seems like a fun.
Stick shift car, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's just more dramatic.
Oh, that's cool. And that says 37 of 800.
And that's one of the few parts, like a lot of the parts for these cars are no longer available, and that like badge, if you lose it, you're done.
Oh, I'm sure.
You can't, you know. So people will part these out and sell this center console piece, and that's kind of like the limited guys get all wound up about it because it's an irreplaceable piece.
Gotcha.
They do so well at this power level. Anymore, and they break parts and spin tires, and you know, any less and you're one of the slow guys. But at this power level, they just do so well. And you can run 650s on the street with them, which is, you know, a pretty fast street car. It was like half throttle.
Stick turbo cars are just where it's at.
I know. So you realize after being in a German car how loud and like clunky these cars are on the inside, right?
Kinda, yeah.
They're just so much more raw. But that's why people like these cars. They enjoy the violence, I think.
Yeah. What power did these make stock?
240 wheel.
Okay. And
So we're like 3 times that, a little less than 3 times that.
how long have you had this?
A little over a year.
Okay.
It took me a while to find one.
I was gonna say, I could see that being a problem.
Yeah, finding one that wasn't like beat up or rusty or whatever. And I did have to do a lot of restoration to it once I got it, like replacing trim pieces and things of that nature. It was a California car, so it had a lot of sun damage.
Gotcha.
Entire interior had to be replaced. It was all tore up from the sun. So I was able to get a pretty good price on it because of that. But I did put quite a bit into it to get it like looking like that nice, fresh, you know, showroom car that I wanted it to look like.
How many miles are on it?
170,000.
No.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yep. It's got a ton of miles on it, which is great, honestly, because I didn't want a car to sit. I wanted something I could drive. I think now we have to do what every Subaru does best, right?
Well, wait for Whitty to get out, because I know where you're going with this,
Yeah.
because Cole just did the same thing in the RSQ8. Right,
So this car does have a standalone in it, so it has a pretty badass launch control, and it leaves really well.
Okay.
So it's a lot of fun.
All right.
I may or may not have practiced a few times on this. See, it leaves pretty well, right?
Yeah, it kind of like,
Yeah, the second gear is a little trashed on it, so I can't fast shift it.
that's
but,
fair.
You know, we're getting there. This winter we're gonna rebuild it. So
Any Subaru with any kind of power doing a launch from
it really gives you a fun sensation.
It really is cool, because it's like I know exactly what the car looks like from the outside when it's doing that.
Yeah.
Like fighting for traction and stuff. I've filmed so many of these cars. I've just never been in one when it did.
Yeah. I mean, now you understand why the owners go so bananas over them, right?
Oh yeah.
Like, there's a reason for it, but they are expensive to keep going because they do eat parts.
It does take a little bit of crazy to get into Subarus. for
Yeah, it
sure.
does. It does.
Not a bad number two.
Yeah, not a bad number two.
I like it. I like it.
Not a bad number two.
Not a bad number 2. Is it better than number 3?
It's different. For sure different, because they make like the same power, but this is way lighter.
Yeah.
And this, when it launched, I swear I could like, in my head, I know what this looks like when it was making that launch and everything.
Yeah.
I've never been in a car when it was launching. I've filmed like hundreds of these. This is cool. And it's all really clean. It makes like 600 wheel, and this is like daily fun carable. All right, that's number 2. We've seen number 3. What's number 1?
I think number 1's got to be my twin turbo C8 Corvette.
Okay. I'm a vet guy, so I like to hear that.
Yeah.
All right. Before I get in, I got to hear it. So start it up for me so I can get an exhaust note for this thing.
Yep.
Twin turbo C8 sounds so freaking cool. Turbos are right there. Not bad, isn't it? Not bad. All right, let's hop in. I'm ready to go.
All right.
These seats are so comfortable.
Yeah,
I could seriously road trip one of these cars.
yeah, Chevy did a really good job with this platform.
I like all the red guts.
Yeah, you know, got to keep it on brand.
Yeah, gotta keep it. I like it. That's really cool.
It's a camera now.
It's a camera now. That's really wild looking.
Well, you can change the
There's our GoPro.
aspect ratio. Yeah, hi GoPro.
All right, so stop. This is a 2020 or 2021?
2021.
Okay, so it's 2021. Is 495 stock? 495 horse?
Yeah, roughly. Yeah, I would say I think probably on our dyno, I think it made like 450 or something.
Okay.
It's a little bit lower.
That's not that bad of a drop. I mean, the DCT probably helps a lot with that.
No, yeah, I was gonna say for a 400 horse, 500 horse car, one of the fastest cars you're gonna get. But yeah, now we got 2 6466s on it, and
this is an ETS kit?
yeah, ETS.
ETS
Yep.
kit. Now, how much power? I know the C8s are weird with getting power down and all tuning and all that stuff, but what kind of power is this realistically good for, the turbo kit and all that?
So the turbo kit itself is good for over 1,000.
Okay.
But the you're gonna have like some other issues that happen if you're pushing it over 1,000 on like stock engine, stock transmission, stock clutches, axle, stuff like that. But this is stock trans, stock clutches, stock engine. So this is like pretty much as max effort as you can be.
And what kind of power is this making-ish?
850 on the Big Mac.
Okay, that's pretty decent.
Get on a little bit. The main thing is the sound, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like being able to have like right behind you and everything.
It's just such a different experience for a Corvette in general.
Yes.
Just hearing that, I've been in turbo Vettes before, but this is just different.
Yeah, it gets up and goes.
So out of all the cars that you and Justin both have, you picked this for number one.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I think it's just the vibe of it alone. I think the vibe of it alone is like just insane. Everybody, when I like go to like the coffee shop or go through a drive-through or anything, I'm driving this, they call me Bruce Wayne. And I'm like, yeah, I guess that kind of makes a little bit of sense, right? But it makes like silly horsepower. Like 850 is plenty for me. And then also being a tuner kid, for some reason this V8 is like way cooler sounding than any other like Chevy V8 that I've heard in a while.
They definitely sound way different than an LS.
But yeah, and it just like, I think comfortability wise, this goes back to why I liked the Q8 so much, is it like, it's just so like comfortable. Obviously we're not listening to music right now, but if you want, you can throw the music on, and the music is like really, really good sound system. Like the bass and everything is awesome. So I think just goes back to like the full package thing, and maybe that's just like the story of Off the Line in general, is we just really like street cars. We like stuff that you can kind of just like take, you know, your wife out in, and like she's not gonna absolutely hate the car, you know, like it has heat, it has AC, but like it satisfies everything we like as car guys. Like it makes really cool noises, it's fast, you know, and it looks cool. So
they definitely look cool.
Yeah.
Sure.
The thing about this car that's silly is just the cars in front of you get really close out of nowhere really fast.
That's just a weird feature.
It's a weird feature that they created with this car.
It's like a magnet or something, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just like, it's just so fun. I don't know, like, I like manual cars, I like sketchy cars, but there's something about this car that's so, like, it's almost like a caged, like, animal. Like, it's crazy, but it's also, like, contained.
So this is a combination of the RSQ8 and the Subaru. This is a combination of...
You know what? Yeah,
it's got that creature comforts to it, but also it can get up and go. It's got that raw power, and it's got the exhaust that you can hear. This is between those two.
It's a balance. Like when you shift it up into like, now we're in like the higher gear. Now we're just having a normal conversation.
We're just cruising.
Just a couple of car guys like cruising, right? But then you shift it down, and you get like all this crazy noise, and you're like, oh god. Yeah, it's good. Oh yeah, and the Fireball, that's kind of nice.
Yep,
that's kind of nice.
God, the sound.
I know, just the.
I would be a racer all day.
Oh yeah, just. It's not the greatest for launching. Obviously, we just have some street tires on it, but you know, we can at least get something going here.
better than I thought it was going to do.
Yeah, I'm actually with you there. I'm a little surprised. Because
Good surprise.
I
Good
turned
surprise.
off everything and I put it in the so you know, like the Z, like Zorro mode or whatever.
Yeah.
If you double tap it, it like turns everything off, like all the nannies and completely. So I was like, oh yeah, we'll just spin and then it'll look like it'll be very dramatic, John Force burnout or whatever.
Oh, that did pretty well.
Yeah, it just went off. Well, what do you think?
Out of what?
Out of all three, what's your favorite?
I love Vets, dude.
Yeah?
I love that. I mean, I like Audis too, but I'm a Vet guy. I have no problems with this being number one.
I had a
like
feeling a little bit that this was going to be like your like little cherry on top.
Oh,
I
love Vets, and C8s. I can't get enough of them, man.
All right, we figured it out. This car is a combination of the RSQ8 and the Subaru. Yeah. Because it's refined, but then it'll get down when it needs to. It has the right noises when it needs to, or you can put it in 7th and just cruise. Just cruise. This is a perfect, yeah.
So this was number one for
Oh,
sure.
I love Vets. So
right.
it's a twin turbo C8. You're not going to hear a complaint from me. Well, thank you guys very much for letting us come out and film your shop, your cars, all the stuff you guys do here. What is it? What do we figure? There's 9 different things here.
Yeah.
Something like that, and recording studio in the back, and a dog park, and there's freaking everything here. Thank you guys very much for letting us come.
Yeah, thanks for coming
showing
out.
us your top 3, and they were a good top 3. I like them.
Yeah, at the next shop, you'll have to come too. No, I'm just kidding.
I was about to say, what? You guys are already upgrading? All right, what is next for? What? All right, I'll ask both of you. What's next on the horizon? What's the next car you want? What's next in the collection?
We ordered Corolla GRs. That
You both did.
We got 2 of them coming for development.
You guys are bougie.
So we're going to be doing development on those cars, and we're trying to get a 400Z, but our allocation got canceled, and they seem to be really hard to get, and we don't want to pay an astronomical markup.
Yeah. I got another Skyline, but I'm building like an actual no prep like drag car.
Oh.
And I know I'm not the drag racing type of guy, but Cole's making a drag car. But it's gonna be
this next Nissan will be something that people want to see.
So I'm gonna be, we're gonna be building something that's really cool. That's gonna be way different, and we're building it in a specific class to race in too. So I think it'll be fun. And it should hurt some feelings, and it's going to be a Skyline, so everybody will like look at it too.
So we got a Skyline and a couple GR Corollas on the way.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's that? Anything in the shop you guys been looking to add for a while?
Well, the next big push for us right now is being manufacturing. And we've really been expanding a lot there, and that's only going to continue to grow.
Well, we'll be excited to see what you guys are coming out with and shipping to customers and all that stuff. But again, thank you guys so much we took your whole Saturday. I know you guys don't work on Saturdays, but we took your whole Saturday up to film this stuff. Thank you guys very much.
Yep, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for us here at Off the Line Performance with Cole and Justin. Drop a comment if you guys know of a collection or a crazy garage we need to see. This one is one of the craziest ones we go to. It's a super clean shop. Like I said, they have like 9 different things they do here. Recording studio in the back, which is like a completely different world. You don't even realize you're in the same building as the shop when you go back there. So like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.